what every Russian schoolboy knows.
Good time of day to all of you, my chess friends, here on the Internet Chess Club. This is Grandmaster Yermolinsky. Welcome back, what every Russian schoolboy knows. For the past month or so, I've been running this series on building your opening repertoire, and I, perhaps a bit selfishly, chose the line for black in Richter-Austrian Attack in Sicilian that served me for many years, basically throughout my career, and good and bad things I shared with you over the 5 videos I recorded previously. Now it's time to round this up, and I would like to present you games of a practitioner, and probably the foremost practitioner of this variation, Croatian Grandmaster Zdenko Kozhov. Zdenko is born in 1966, so he's an experienced player. Obviously, he represented his country, old country of Yugoslavia, and then after the breakup, he represents Croatia now. Zdenko's track record over his career is deserves praise. Obviously, he's been a tough player somewhere in the high 2500 and occasionally venturing into 2600 territory. And he's a sharp player, uncompromising player. And once again, is this style is a style of his that led him into playing this line for black, or maybe his style formed and morphed into what he has because of his using that variation in the Richter-Austrian. Actually, I keep awkwardly calling it that variation, Richter-Austrian, and actually the name I like to use, maybe privately before, but now I want to make it public. I want to call it just not the Kozhov variation, but the Kozhov suicide variation. Yeah, no, well, truth to tell, Zdenko lost a lot of games on the black side of this. But he also won his share. And I would like to take a look at some of his games over there. And by the way, once again, the name is by no means I use it in the demeaning terms. Absolutely not. I admire his persistence over there, and I'm really very fortunate that there had to be a player of international reputation who would take up this line, while I honestly, was not using it all the time, and I kind of was chickening out maybe in the most critical encounters. Alright, to the games. The first game, as you can see, features an American Grandmaster, and then he was a junior, and not just a junior, a world junior champion, Ilya Gurevich. Unfortunately, Ilya's life took him away from chess, and we see him now every once in a while on the Internet Chess Club under the nickname of Junior. He is working full-time, has been working full-time on Wall Street for already 20 years plus. But when he did chess full-time, he was a very strong player, and one of the heavy losses for American chess, of course, is his departure. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so sprint through all these moves, and of course we go to the structure. King b1. Alright, I already told you stories of my struggles against this particular move order. That queen e1 is a poisonous move. Obviously, the idea is to play knight d5. The queen is going against the king. And in my games, which you saw, I basically had to be content with bishop e7, which took my bishop out of position, going out to h6, which is typical and necessary. Necessarily the thing you have to do to play well in the resulting pawn structure. After white pushes f5, of course. But Zdenko came up with this. That's his own contribution, and I'll tell you that I use it once in my own games, much later, of course.